Well, I guess there was a feeling generated throughout the whole school, as throughout the nation, the horrors the Japanese soldiers were creating throughout the country, the world. And we had a good friend, I had a good friend, Tafan Tso, T-S-O-U, who was a student from China. And she used to talk about how some of the horrors the Japanese army were foisting on the Chinese. And she says, well, how can you say you sent missionaries to China and all that? How can you say you love us and you want to help us and you not go to war against the Japanese? Well, we read and heard the news of the president following the pleas of the people in the West Coast to get the Japanese off of the West Coast. What a threat they would be to our country. They were pro-Japanese, and they would help the Japanese army if anybody landed. And there were reports, of submarines not far from the West Coast. Mm-hmm. And I remember the struggle we went through, yes. I did particularly, of the cruelty of moving those Japanese. Well, a lot of them were American citizens. A lot of them had never been to Japan. They were American citizens just like I was. And here they were, the government took their property and everything away from them and moved them to internment camps, they called them. Mm-hmm. And how cruel and unlawful and unrighteous that was. And that was quite a struggle. Indeed.
But on the other hand, you also felt...
Yes, that I could distinguish between the Japanese and the Japanese army. Mm-hmm. The American citizens, whether they're from Japanese background or whatever background, they were American citizens and should be protected under American law. And here we were doing not something much different than Hitler was doing to the Jews.